Okay, well, here we go again. I'm going to take off the door panel over on the driver's side now because I have a problem with the window regulator and motor. So I'm going to take this window regulator out, and I've already done it once before, so hopefully I can remember pretty much how to do it. So we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started and see if we can't get this this regulator out of here. First I got to get this door panel off, and so the first thing I got to do is take the cover off of this speaker here, and then there's a screw holding it. I got to get it out of the way. This had the original Mach 1 system, even though I've replaced all the speakers in this vehicle, so it doesn't have the original Mach 1 anymore. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started and get this speaker cover off to start with. Flat blade screwdriver. And I'm going to put it on this end over here. And it just pops off like that. And there's a bolt in here that I got to get out, 7mm socket. I'm going to just use this driver to get it off. This got an electrical connection here I got to disconnect. So there's a tab that I got to pull out just a little bit with the flat blade screwdriver. Had to get a smaller one, the other one was too big. Well, you don't want to drop your speaker though. Okay, now we're going to continue. There's a tab that goes into the door right here. You got to kind of pull that out. Take the screwdriver and just kind of pry up on it. This thing pops out. You're going to use a Phillips screwdriver, and you're going to, well, first you got to disconnect this right here, this electrical connection right here. Got to kind of pull up on the tab while you do it. Okay, got that one off. And take the Phillips screwdriver, and there's two screws here that you got to take out to get this switch box out of here. And that just comes out of there. Your switches are free now. Now we got to take this cover off of this door handle. It just pops off there just like that. Okay, there's a screw in here I got to get out. And that takes a Phillips. And once you get that screw out, then this door panel will, you have to just kind of pull up on it and then out, and it'll come off there. There's a push pin right over here on this side. Don't forget to take that out. I have to take that out, so I want to go get me a panel tool and pull that push pin out. My panel tool, this is made so that it doesn't scratch up your paneling and stuff when you go to remove different panel parts. So I'm going to take that push pin out. I'm just going to get underneath the head of the push pin, kind of pry it out a little bit, and then wiggle it and get it loose. I accidentally pushed the panic button in my pocket for my other Mustang. It's in the garage. So anyway, I got that push pin out, and you just kind of pull it out a little bit, and you're going to have to grab it and wiggle it back and forth to get it to come loose. So now the panel should lift up. Okay, got it out. You can see these, it's got these plastic tabs that are kind of hooked and they go in these different holes around here, and then kind of hook in place. So anyway, we got the panel off. I'm going to get that panel out of the way here. I'm going to have to kind of peel this back because there's an access hole back in here that I have to get that regulator and motor out of there. Get some bolts out of here. This is your window motor connection. That's going to be disconnected. And I've got there's a push pin connected to the connector that goes into the door well here. So I'm going to take my trim tool and try and get that out of there. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 push pins. 2 push pins that go in these holes right here. Now I can get this disconnected. Got a tab over on this side you're gonna have to pull out a little bit. Okay, it's now disconnected so that when I go to take that motor out, just slip this back through this hole right here. So I've got to get these loose. These 2 bolts right here. And you'll notice they got access holes to where you can unloosen this motor inside there. But for the life of me, I don't understand how you can change that motor out without taking the regulator out if you're going to change the motor. The best thing to do is to get a regulator that already has the motor on it, because it's just so much easier to install rather than, because this thing is spring loaded, so when you take that motor off, it wants to spring, and it can be dangerous. So you have to be really mindful of that if you're just going to change out the motor, because this thing really has a strong spring on it. It can hurt you when you take this motor off that regulator. Okay, I got one of these things. I've seen people put like 2x4s down in here to keep this window from coming down on them. But I use this suction cup, and it's made to like mount on your car on the outside and stuff for a GoPro camera. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to suction that onto this window, and that'll keep this window from coming down on me. And these things really suction really hard on the onto the glass, so I'm going to use that. And if you don't have one of these, then you'll have to use a board or something to put in here, 2x4 or a board, to keep this window from coming down on you. But I use these. I think it works great. I'm going to connect my electrical connection again. As you can see, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. I've already changed this motor out on this regulator, but it's slipping. There's that noise. So I think what's happening is the motor gear is not engaging into the teeth of this regulator. So I'm going to take it out and inspect it and see what the deal is. But if your motor is burnt out and you can't get this window to roll down, it might be a little bit harder to get out. I mean, you can do it, but you're gonna have to make sure that when you pop these bolts through, that it doesn't just come down and drop on you. So you're gonna have to put a board in there or something just to keep it from coming down on you when you get these loose. Anyway, that's the reason I'm taking it apart, because of that noise. Terrible noise. But I want to get it right here, so you got a slide right here. And so I wanted to get that slide right in this area, right where it's at now, so that I can slip this regulator off of this slide right here once I get everything loose. So now I'm going to disconnect the power again. Now I'm going to put the suction cup back on so it doesn't come down on me when I take it apart. So the window should not come down on me, and so I'm going to continue on here. I got to take these out, and I believe I got to take these out too, and then these two. And they're all 11 millimeter. And I'm gonna have to get a ratchet. And got me a ratchet, so let's start taking these loose. Nuts off. This is what the motor's mounted. Motor right here. Okay, now over on this side there is a tab right here on this rail. Maybe I'll get you a closer look at that real quick. There's a tab right there on this rail that you're going to have to push in. Take a screwdriver in here like that and push it in. Mine's already pushed in because I forgot to pull it back out when I installed this thing. So, but you got to remember to pull that back out once you install it. But anyway, you got to push this tab in so that this slide right here will come out off the end there. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a peek at that. And so now we're gonna continue, and we're gonna try and get that regulator out of there. Suction cup to keep it from coming down on you, or you can have a partner that will help you. Then you don't have to have all this stuff. So I'm going to try and push those bolts in. And see, it just dropped, and this is holding it up. So that's the reason that's there. I'm gonna get this rail out, and it just this rail just goes on there like this, and then you have to line up these of course, these bolts. And my suction cup just came off. So much for that idea. Hopefully this thing holds and it doesn't come down on my arm or something. That's the reason it'd be nice to have help. But I do most of this stuff by myself, so. And this slips off the end there. It's supposed to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It can be kind of tricky. Okay, so I've got this one slid off the end of the rail there. So I'm going to let it go fall down inside there. I'm sliding it to the end there. Now it's off. Okay, now the regulator is completely loose. There's nothing holding up that window but that suction cup. So anyway, either a suction cup or a board or a partner, a friend, to help you with this. Now we'll be able to get this regulator out of here. Takes a little bit of Mickey Mousing with it to get it through here. Take a screwdriver and kind of pry up on this thing a little bit. There we go. And these wires, you got to feed those through this hole right here. Slide that thing off of your electrical connection too, these push tabs, so it'll go through this hole easier. Okay, regulator's loose. Okay, this is what I've determined. Determined that even though I replaced this motor a few months back, it's gone bad, because it's supposed to, when it gets these tabs on both ends, this motor is supposed to be able to sense that and shut down, and it's not doing that. And so that's the reason it's coming to the end and making that terrible clicking noise. And since I don't have a motor right now, I'm going to go ahead and just put this thing back in. And even though I didn't solve the problem, hopefully this video will help you be able to take one of these window regulators and motors out and be able to do this yourself. But like I said, I would recommend getting a regulator, a window regulator with the motor attached to it, so you don't have to mess with this powerful spring right here and have that thing hurt you. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing slid back on the rails and try and get it back installed right now. Okay, it works. So now I'm going to take my suction cup off there. That thing comes in handy, but you know what, it's probably best if you get a partner, and that way you don't get your arm pinched up in here. If that window comes down and you got your arm down in here trying to get that motor loose, you're going to be stuck there. So you just want to make sure that window doesn't come down on you. Okay, looks like everything's put back together. So I hope that this helped you if you need to take that regulator and motor out of the window. Even though I wasn't able to solve my problem until I get a new regulator and motor. But for now, I'm just gonna be careful when I roll it up and down, so it doesn't continue to click like that. And so anyway, I hope this might help you. I know there's a lot of other videos on YouTube taking these regulators out of these new edge Mustangs, but this is just my 2 cents on it. So hopefully if you need to do a project like this, this video will help you. And if it does, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.